Who do you be more inclined to trust? The Trump administration or the Chinese government?
Chinese government.
Here on campus and about 100 other campuses around America, there are Confucius Institutes, the Chinese government essentially partnering with universities to, in their words, spread the Chinese culture, teaching Mandarin courses, cultural exchange, things like that. Now, 20 of these Confucius Institutes around the country have been shut down in the past few years because some people are worried that they could be centers for propaganda from the Chinese government. The Trump administration, Department of Defense are saying, you're spreading misinformation on campus. The Chinese government's saying, no, they're not. We're just teaching culture and history. Who do you be more inclined to trust? The Trump administration or the Chinese government?
Chinese government.
In this situation, probably the Chinese government.
I don't know anything enough about the Chinese government to know if they have a reputation for honesty or dishonesty. But I know enough about Trump that he definitely has a reputation for dishonesty, so I wouldn't trust him. I think I'd do independent research on my own.
The Trump administration is very anti-intellectual, very university, calling them liberal propaganda machines. So it's not only a racist attack against Chinese people, but it's also an anti-intellectual attack.
I want to support our president. Obviously, he's the leader of our country, but I guess I side with the Chinese in that I don't think it's propaganda.
The Chinese government currently has about 2 million people in prison camps, and many of them Muslims simply for their faith. So how can you trust the Chinese government given the fact that they do that to their own people?
I didn't say I would trust. I didn't say I would like to trust them.
How can you trust them at their word in this situation?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
This is a government that routinely imprisons its own people, denies basic human rights, basic free speech rights. So can we really trust them? What would be your response to those people?
I think I would say that I'm not sure.
I think cultural exchange is always positive, and being afraid of Chinese propaganda sounds like absolute bull. So that's just racism.
Can we trust the Chinese government when they do horrible things to their own people?
That's a tough question. I wouldn't even know how to answer it, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that.
How do we trust the Chinese government?
Yeah.
I don't think it's more so trust towards the Chinese government. I think it's more so trust towards our school and just that we wouldn't let it be taken that far.
Do you think the Confucius Institutes should be allowed to stay, or do you think that the security concerns are valid?
I think they should be allowed to stay because it's a cultural thing.
I think that the Trump administration is doing this not to look out for the schools and the organization, but just for its own benefit, not so much ours.
I'm a huge advocate for cultural exchange and diversity and making sure that we all understand the world around us, not just in our own communities, but others as well.
As a melting pot, you need to be more aware of other cultures as well, not just, the American culture.
I just think that it's impossible for such propaganda to spread into a campus.
I'm Cabot Phillips with Campus Reform. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to donate to help us make more videos just like that, you can click right here. And if you want to be the first person to see all of our new content, click the subscribe button right here. Please, click one of them. Doesn't have to be both. One or the other. Okay, thanks.